Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here with a quick project share and also to let some of my subscribers who don't know why I've been gone for 3 months. So, 3 months ago, I went out to my driveway and I had a pair of sandals on, and the rubber under one of my feet curled under itself, and I didn't know. And when I went to take a step, I went flying because it stopped from moving that foot. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but anyway, it resulted, excuse me, it resulted into me not being able to move. I fell front forward, and somehow this arm went underneath me and this arm went to the side. And so, and I'm going to try to keep this short. I'm just trying to remember everything. My memory sometimes is a little sketchy. So I got to the local hospital. The ambulance took me to the hospital in the next town, and a surgeon took a look at my right elbow and said that he didn't feel comfortable in trying to do anything to it, that I needed a trauma surgeon. So then they sent me to Boston. And what happened was my left arm, somehow I fractured my humerus bone up towards my shoulder, which, as everybody knows, is the funny bone. But I fractured that, and they put it in a sling and said it should, heal by itself without surgery. But I did the most damage to my right, which I am right-handed, right-dominated, and I shattered and dislocated my elbow, and I shattered the top of my radius bone, which is the bone that goes down this way, and it's right next to the elbow. So I had to wait like 4 days to get the surgery to repair it, because there were other traumas worse than mine coming in. But anyways, I had the surgery. They had to put metal. They put some kind of metal thing near my elbow right here, and I can feel it. It's right under my skin. And then over here, where the radius, at the top of the radius, they had to rebuild that with metal. So, and I couldn't use my arms for a few weeks. So needless to say, scar tissue happened, and I'm doing occupational therapy here, and I have to exercise every day to try to get more mobility. Now, my left arm isn't as bad. I can do quite a few things with it. But because this is locked right here, I can't, this is as far as I can, bend it. And I can't straighten it. It won't straighten out either. But I have made progress. The OT that comes and checks on me said that I'm doing okay with the exercising, and I am making progress. It's very painful, but I'm working through it, because otherwise I can't even think of the alternative. I have to eat with my left hand, which is awkward. I have to dress mainly with my left hand, which is awkward. I can do it though. And there are other things. I am doing some things with my right arm and hand, but like I said, it's very painful. I'm crafting, but I can only craft for a little bit at a time because of the pain and the swelling. I mean, my arm was really swollen for weeks, and I think it was at least 6 weeks before they even let me like move it. I had this contraption on my arm so that it couldn't move. And so they finally took that off when they took all the stitches out. And I was able to just let my arm go down. So, anyways, that's where I am right now. I don't know what's ahead. I see the surgeon again on Monday, see what he has to say. I don't know if I'm going to need any more surgeries there, but I'm hoping not. So, anyways, that's where I've been. And I've been home. I went to rehab for about, I think it was 5 or 6 weeks. I came home about a month ago. And I'm happy to be home, and I'm happy to be able to do what I can do. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can, put them in the comments. But that's all I can really think of to try to explain what happened and why I haven't been on YouTube and all that. So, anyways, before I had the accident, I had made a base trifold fabric, book cover, and I decided to try doing a not a needle book, not a not a needle book, but a stickpin book. And this is what I came up with. So I tied it with some silk, and let me open it up this way. Okay, so this is basically the top, and I started off with this really wide lace here, and everything's from Crafty Me Shop, I believe. I think I used everything from the shop, and I'll put a link in the description box. So this wide lace here, it just fit perfectly. Then I added this lace in the middle, and then I added this lace on top, this beige lace, and then I added this ribbon trim down here. And then I just embellished with, there's doilies behind on all three sides. And I just embellished with some appliques. I use this flat applique for the top of the front cover. This will show inside when it's folded, and this is the back. And I really like how it came out. It took me a few days to do this because I can't craft for too long, especially using the glue gun. It just bringing my arm back and forth on the table gets tiring and painful pretty quick. So I did what I could, and then I'd stop, and then I'd go at it again either a few hours later or the next day. I also put this trim on both of the ends here. All right, so then you open it up, and I added this trim at the top. Let me bring it down a little more. This trim at the top, this one at the bottom, and this one in the middle. And then, now I didn't make these stick pins. A friend, an old crafting friend of mine, made these about, I want to say 10 years ago, and sent me a bunch of them. And a lot of them are purple because she knew that was my favorite color. But rather than keep them all, just sitting in a pincushion box, I decided to use them. So there's 3 on this side and 3 on this side. And more can be fit in here. I just wanted to show that it was a stick pin book. I left the middle blank because then when I folded, they would have gone into each other. Like this would have been hitting other stick pins here. I could probably have put 3 down here, but I didn't think of that. So anyways, this folds first, and then you can see this applique here. And then this folds in here, like that. So that's it. It was mainly just a project to do to help get me started crafting again, getting used to moving, moving my arms, using the glue gun, and that sort of thing. And um, I'll continue to do a couple more projects in that way. Right now, I'm working on a doily book that I don't have too much more to do, and I'll do a project share with that. But I'm hoping probably in the next month, or depending on what my surgeon tells me on Monday, I'm hoping to be able to start doing some videos that aren't too long that I can craft on them and show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But for now, this is probably like the best that I can do until I get a little bit more used to using this arm so that it doesn't tire out and get painful as quickly. I hope that explains everything. So that's it. If you'd like, leave me a comment in the down below, and if there's any questions, I will answer them. And hopefully, sometime next week, I'll be back with that doily book project share. So I'll just say bye for now.